Welcome to this WML Document Platform screencast. In this series, I'll be demonstrating common tasks carried out on our document automation software for document conditioning, variable data publishing, and electronic document delivery applications. We'll also be using this series to demonstrate new features as we add them to the platform. In this screencast, I'll be demonstrating how you can use the queue monitoring alert system to have an email sent out every time a print job is processed by the platform. We're looking at the user interface of the data gateway, and I'm going to log in now, which will take us straight to the queue list page. On this demo system, we've got a number of queues set up, although today I'm only going to use one queue, this one here called Courier. And if I click on that, then it'll expand the row out. This shows some more details about the queue. It shows us that our output protocol is batch, so we will be sending the print jobs on this queue will be collected together, and we'll be able to access them in a zip file and display them on the screen. If I click that down there, you can see that there are a number of other options there, including standard print protocols like LPD, RAW and IPP. Over on the right here we've got some action buttons, and this one is to configure the queue, so we're going to go and do that and configure the queue alerts. The queue configuration is a tabbed interface. I'm going to scroll down here. And the tab that we're interested in is the Alerts tab. So these are the settings to set up the queue monitoring alerts. I have already been to System Settings, Email, and configured an email server, so this system is able to send emails out. So below here we've got our threshold and our minimum jobs threshold. Those are greyed out because I've got this field checked, which is to send a monitoring email for every job processed on the queue. If I uncheck that, then I could set in, I could say perhaps every 60 minutes I expect to see at least 5 print jobs flow through, and if less than that amount flows through, I'll get an email to tell me that the threshold is low. But I want, in this case, a job for every single job, an email for every single job, so I'm going to check that one there. I can set the working hours for the queue monitoring. If I set the start monitoring and stop monitoring fields to be the same, then the system will send those job emails anytime a job is processed. But I'm going to set it to be office hours, 9 through till, let's say, 5 o'clock. And I can exclude the weekend. So any print jobs processed outside the office hours won't cause an email to be sent. Over here on the right, I can set up the alert recipients. I can put in a comma-separated list of email addresses here, but in this case I'm just going to put one email address in. I'll leave the from field and the subjects unchanged, and I'll press the update button to save those settings. So now any job processed on the courier queue should cause an email to be sent to my email address. So to demonstrate that, I'll go back to the queue list page, the first one that we landed on when we logged in. I'll scroll down to the courier queue here, and over on the right I've got a button which allows me to print a status page. So that's going to create a PDF file which will be processed on that queue and sent to its output. So I'll go ahead and press that now. It tells me that the status is printed, and over here we've got some activity on the activity monitor. So that should be processing through now. So let's check my email now. Okay, so here we are. I've got a half price sale now on, and here's the queue monitor alert that's just come in. If I zoom in on that a little bit, it tells me that the queue courier has just processed a job, and it's got the current date and time in there. And it also summarizes the monitoring settings just to to let me know what that queue is set to. So I've received an email to tell me that a print job is waiting, so I'm going to go back to the Data Gateway interface, and because the courier queue is printing to output batches, I could click on the output batches link. There's a list of 4 print queues on this system here. These are the queues for which output batching is switched on, and here's our courier queue. We've got 2 batches pending. I must have sent one through a little while ago, and I can click to get a compressed archive of all the output batches. If I click confirm there, then it downloads a zip file for me, which I can open with Windows. There it is, and this second one will be the one we just created. If I double click that, here it comes. Let's just get it in the window there. There's our print file. It's just our standard queue status report there. And that completes this screencast. You can find more information out about our software at wmltd.co.uk. Thanks for listening.